All right. What the heck is that? Is that outside? Oh, I got my other camera plugged in for my fireplace. My apologies, folks. I thought that was outside my window. I got a camera out the window over by the fireplace. All right. Delphi. Hashtag Delphi. What do we know? Well, we know this much, right? The judge went ahead and said that they served uh, Richard Allenwit at his house and found evidence there, plus the evidence that was found at the crime scene will be used in the trial. So I imagine all this stuff, they're going to put it all together. We're going to hear all the players in this Delphi case if he don't cut a deal. See, now, being that the judge went ahead and said, no, the police had justice or just rights to search his house. Uh, that means that evidence will be in the case in the trial. So it's going to be interesting to see what else they have, and it's rolling right along. Right, they're going to move him to a county jail instead of prison, um, which a lot of people are like, "Oh my God, they're going to get rid of him." I don't think so. Uh, I think prisons uh, are pretty bad. Well, county jails are pretty bad too, but they're going to keep an eye on them, folks. Right now, I'm going to be interested to see if he don't cut a deal, and we don't even see a trial. That could also happen. That could also happen. So, what do we know? I don't know what we really know. We know this much: it's going to trial. Judge Gall has put her foot down, and they're going to go to trial for that, and it's going to go back and forth. Hopefully, we get this going within the 70 days. They're saying somewhere uh, 70 days away or something like that. Puts us somewhere in May, April, or something like that. So hopefully, it's in case or in trial by then. And it's an ongoing case, folks. And I'm wondering if they're going to uh, show all their hand in the case. Everything they got, what led them to these people, even Keegan Klein, I imagine, will play a part in this case and his statement and all that. Now, as far as Dog Lady, everybody's talking about Dog Lady. Well, we don't know if that's true. There's a lot of people saying Anthony Greeno made up that story. Well, that's very possible. And that's why nobody is come forward as Dog Lady. Now, I'm not saying Dog Lady ain't real. She could be underneath a different name than what Anthony Greeno is saying. But it would be interesting to see Flannel Guy. Who was Flannel Guy? Right? Who was Dog Lady? Supposedly they were witnesses. Well, we'll see. Right? There's a list of witnesses out right now. But do we even know if that list is real or fake? We have no idea. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot that I had my other camera plugged in. So I just wanted to touch base on that. I imagine the case is going through. I wish this case would get over with. It's just driving everybody nuts. They can't figure out if they're coming or going. It's all wrapped up with this legal talk. And all we really want to know is who was all involved and how did it happen? How did it come to this? Right? There's talk, well, he was charged with kidnapping, he was charged, but what if they don't charge him with murder? Well, if they got him on kidnapping, then he must have took him somewhere. How do you kidnap somebody if you just meet somebody there? Why would he even be charged with kidnapping? That's the thing. A lot of people are going, kidnapping. It must have occurred somewhere else, and they brought the bodies back and dumped them. It's possible. That would make sense of all the information out there that the phone was pinging all over town late at night. That's very possible. Um, I don't know why he would have a kidnapping charge. Did he kidnap somebody else? It'll be interesting to see if his DNA matches any other cases that have been not solved down there, down south in Delphi, Lafayette area. Stumped too on the kidnapping. Because if he went there and the girls were already there at the bridge and they never left, how do you get? Why didn't they just charge him with murder? Well, I've listened to a lot of channels, and they said, he forced them to do what they considered kidnapping. Well, every day, we all do things we don't want to do, right? But it's interesting to see why they would throw that on him and just not charge him with murder one. Uh, if the girls never left that property or he didn't take them anywhere but for the tracks to assault them or do whatever, uh, within that time span is very brazen, very, very risky, very, very risky. So for him to do that, it's possible he had somebody there, a lookout, somebody had to know something, right? For him to keep a secret like that, and no one know nothing. I don't know. Then again, it all goes back to the Anthony Shots account, I bet, somewhere. So it'll be interesting to see. I think a lot of people peed on Anthony Greeno's bowl of Wheaties or something. But yeah, Anthony Greeno's name. He said he's a witness in his phone and all this stuff that he was a suspect or he was a witness, his statement that went down as a witness. But that list they have out, his name ain't even on there. So you don't know, right, who to believe. Good evening, Mrs. Debbie Fox. So we really don't know who to believe. And there's a warrant out for Anthony Greeno still. Why? Why would he come up with that story that the police and the FBI took his phone and put a note on it, taped a note on it, saying that it was part of the investigation of a murder case in Delphi when he was picked up in another state and then expedited back supposedly or questioned or whatever. Yeah, that why would somebody in their right mind even come up with a story like that? Let me tell you, just like Zodiac Killer, there were so many people that came out and said they were the Zodiac Killer. In fact, it was a lie. Why? Because they wanted their 15 minutes of fame. And that's probably what we're seeing with Mr. Greeno. Everything he's saying is true. And they won't give him his phone because they're going to use it as what? Does anybody know what they would use that phone for? Evidence in the trial. For all we know. For all we know. We don't know. Right? Maybe his information that he gave on this case solved the case. Well, he's claimed he solved the case a long time ago. So I don't know. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I rest the case at that. And here's what's sad: is what if Anthony Verify case, but has lied so much nobody believes him. And he's actually telling the truth. We've seen all the videos he's done and played them back where he's confessed. Even the floral fires, he said he was arrested for that. I don't know. Crazy. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. It rained here. Everything turned to just a sheet of ice. But now the temperatures are rising and it's just rain now. So maybe it'll melt all this ice. I almost slipped and busted my butt up there. I mean, it's a good, probably close to an 1/8 inch of ice. So be safe, folks. God bless you all. And if you're out there watching in this sleepy little town now, Johnny Kramer signing off. I want to give a shout out to some of the people at LA Express gas station, which is BP in town. And I want to give a shout out to the ladies grocery store. They got a sale going on right now. Eckrich cheese, Frank hot dogs, and regular hot dogs for only $1 a pack, I think it is. You know, I got me some. And then sausage, the big giant links for like sauerkraut and sausage or whatever. $1.99 only. Oh, and they also got bacon on sale there for $2.59 a pound. So get up there, get your sale if you can. Stock the old freezer. And we'll see you, ladies and gentlemen, later. Have a good night.